Your dog is staring at the corner of the ceiling. Again, there's nothing there. You've checked 3 times. You even got up on a chair and looked. Still nothing. But the dog won't stop staring. You're not crazy. The dog's not broken. It's just seeing something you can't. And it's not ghosts. It's physics. Dogs don't experience the same reality we do. Their sensory input is so different from ours that calling it better or worse misses the point entirely. It's just different. They're running a different operating system. And that operating system picks up things we're completely blind to. Here's what your dog sees that you don't. Ultraviolet light. This one's recent. We didn't know about it until 2014 when a study out of City University London tested it. Turns out dog eyes can see into the UV spectrum. Humans can't. Our lenses filter it out. Dog lenses don't, which means when your dog is staring at a patch of carpet that looks perfectly clean to you, it might be seeing urine trails from 6 months ago glowing like a crime scene under a black light. UV light makes certain things visible that are invisible to us. Flowers have UV patterns that guide bees to nectar. We can't see them without special cameras. Dogs can. Just standing there, looking at a daisy like it's a landing strip. They're also seeing trails. Rodent urine reflects UV. So does the urine of other dogs. Your backyard isn't just grass to your dog. It's a map of every animal that's walked through in the past week, all lit up in a spectrum you don't have access to. That's why your dog sniffs the spot where another dog peed 3 days ago and then stares at it. It's seeing it and smelling it. Double confirmation. You're standing there seeing dirt, electrical fields. Dogs have magnetoreception. That's the ability to sense the Earth's magnetic field. We knew birds could do it. Turns out dogs can too. A study in 2013 tracked how dogs align their bodies when they defecate. You think your dog is just being picky about where it poops. It's not. It's aligning itself on a north-south axis with the Earth's magnetic field, consistently, across thousands of observations. Why? Nobody knows. But the point is, your dog is sensing something you're not. When it stops dead in the middle of a walk and refuses to move, you think it's being stubborn. Maybe it's standing on a spot where the magnetic field is wonky. Power lines, underground cables, electrical interference you can't feel. Dog feels it. Dog doesn't like it. Dog's not moving. Motion at insane distances. A dog's eye has more rod cells than yours. Rods detect motion and work in low light. A human eye has about 120 million rods. A dog has closer to 250 million depending on the breed, which means a dog standing in your yard can detect movement from something a quarter mile away that you wouldn't notice if it was 50 feet out. That's why your dog perks up and stares at nothing. It's not nothing. It's a deer moving through trees half a mile down the road, or a person walking on the far side of the park. You'd need binoculars. Your dog just needs to stand there. This also means your dog sees you move when you think you're being still. You shift your weight, blink, twitch a finger, all of it registers. That's why dogs are so good at reading body language. They're not psychic. They're just seeing micro movements you don't realize you're making, flickering that you can't see. Human eyes process images at about 60 hertz. Anything faster than that looks smooth to us. Dogs process at 70 to 80 hertz, which means things that look continuous to you look like they're stuttering to your dog. Old fluorescent lights, the ones that flicker at 60 hertz. You see steady light. Your dog sees a strobe. LCD screens, same thing. Older TVs refreshed at 60 hertz. To a dog, that's not a smooth image. It's a slideshow. Modern screens refresh at 120 hertz or higher, which is why dogs will actually watch TV now. Before that, they mostly ignored it because it just looked like flickering nonsense. That hum you don't hear. Dogs hear frequencies up to 65,000 hertz. Humans top out around 20,000, which means there's an entire range of sound happening around you right now that you're completely deaf to. Electrical hum from your refrigerator, the high-pitched whine from your phone charger, rodents in the walls, insects in the grass. All of it is loud to your dog. All of it is silence to you. And it's not just frequency, it's volume control. A dog can move its ears independently to triangulate sound. You hear something behind you, you turn your whole head. A dog just rotates one ear, locates it, decides if it's worth getting up. You didn't hear anything at all. Heat signatures, sort of. Dogs don't have infrared vision like snakes, but their noses have thermal receptors. A study out of Sweden in 2020 showed that dogs can detect thermal radiation from a distance. Weak radiation. The kind a living body gives off just from being warm, which means your dog knows something's behind the door before the door opens because it's detecting the heat signature of whatever's on the other side. That's why dogs react to people before they knock. They're not hearing footsteps you missed. They're sensing the heat from a human body standing outside your door. Smell as a visual overlay. This one's hard to explain because we don't have a reference. Humans see the world and occasionally smell something. Dogs smell the world and occasionally see something. Their primary sense is olfactory. They've got 300 million olfactory receptors. We've got 6 million. That's not a small difference. That's a different sense entirely. When a dog sniffs the ground, it's not just smelling, it's reading. Time, identity, health status, emotional state. A dog can smell another dog's urine and know what that dog ate, whether it's stressed, whether it's in heat, and how long ago it was there. You're standing next to your dog seeing dirt. Your dog is reading a biography, and because smell is processed in the same part of the brain that handles memory and emotion, smells create images for dogs. You smell bread, you think bread. A dog smells bread, it sees the kitchen, the person who made it, the last time it got a piece. Smell isn't abstract for them. It's visual. Static electricity before a storm. Dogs can sense changes in barometric pressure. They also sense the buildup of static electricity in the air before a thunderstorm. You walk outside and think, feels like rain. Your dog walked outside 20 minutes ago and felt the air ionizing. That's why dogs freak out before storms. They're not reacting to thunder. They're reacting to the electrical charge in the atmosphere that starts building an hour before the first lightning strike. You see clouds. Your dog feels voltage, stuff moving inside your body. Dogs have been trained to detect seizures, blood sugar crashes, and cancer. Not because we taught them what cancer smells like, because cancer changes the way your body smells at a chemical level, and dogs can detect it. A seizure changes your body chemistry seconds before it happens. A dog smells that change. Low blood sugar does the same thing. Your dog isn't a medical device, but it's detecting changes in your body that you won't notice until they're serious. When your dog starts acting weird around you for no reason, it might be sensing something off. Not always. Sometimes the dog just wants food. But sometimes the dog's smelling a shift in your chemistry that a doctor wouldn't catch without a blood test. The thing in the corner of the room you keep asking about, probably a bug, or a shadow moving in a way that triggers motion detection, or a sound at a frequency you can't hear, or a smell coming from the wall that suggests something died in there 6 months ago, or it's a draft. Dogs can feel air currents we don't notice. A tiny draft from a crack in the wall moves the air in a way that feels significant to a dog. You feel nothing. Dog feels breeze. Breeze is interesting. Dog stares at breeze. I had a dog that stared at the same spot on the wall for 3 years. I checked for mold, leaks, wiring, pests, nothing. Tore the wall open during a renovation. Found a dead mouse inside the insulation. It had been there the whole time. The dog could smell it through drywall. I couldn't smell it standing 2 inches from the wall. Different operating system. Your dog isn't seeing ghosts. It's seeing reality. Just a version of reality that includes UV light, magnetic fields, electrical charges, thermal radiation, chemical changes, and motion at distances you'd need equipment to detect. You're not broken for missing it. You're just human. And humans traded smell and motion detection for color vision and depth perception because we needed to see ripe fruit in trees and throw spears at things far away. Dogs traded color for night vision and motion tracking because they needed to hunt at dawn and dusk. Different tools, different world. When your dog stares at nothing, it's staring at something. You just don't have the sensors to see it.